Yo, what's up everybody? This is Junior Chicken here with my first PokeVlogX with 12 hours in to Pokemon X, and I've already beaten the first gym leader and I've collected a lot of Pokemon, so this is going to be really interesting. So I'm a new kid to Vanderville Town. I just moved into the Kalos region with my mom. Apparently we have a Rhyhorn or something. And there are some nice neighborly kids that want me to come to Aquacord Town with them. So I'm basically in kind of a crew with 2 girls and 2 guys. The 2 girls are Serena, who's going to be my rival in the game, and Shauna, a kind of cute girl who is good at puzzles. The 2 guys are Trevor, who is kind of a nerd. He's more about completing the Pokedex, studying Pokemon, than Tierno, who likes dancing. And seems like the coolest guy in the group. Well, besides me, John Eric. They asked if I wanted a nickname, and I made my nickname Junior Chicken. Of course, that's my nickname of life, so whatever. And I got my starter pick. Of course, my starter is Chespin, the grass starter, who everyone was loving at the beginning because he looked a lot like Oshawott, but now people just brush him off. They say, oh, Greninja's so awesome because he's got protein, he's a ninja. Overrated. I'll tell you why protein is overrated in a future video, but Chespin is a great starter. He turns into Chesnaught, who is bulky in the physical department and has really good attacks. He got a ton of physical attacks that he can use of all certain types. So yeah, of course I'm going to pick that guy. I named my Chespin Underdog because that's really what Chespin is. And Chesnaught. So, well, eventually I'm going to prove that Chesnaught is an awesome Pokemon and make him a lot more popular in competitive battling eventually. I don't know how, but... So, Shauna picked Froakie, and Serena got Fennekin. Turns out Shauna's the one who actually battles me. So, easily I won my first battle because I just kept vine whipping the Froakie to take it down because grass beats water. And right off the bat, he leveled up to level 6. What do you know? That was pretty awesome. So I made my way through Route 2, then Santalune Forest, then to Route 3, and then eventually to Santalune City, where I fought the first gym leader, Viola. There weren't that many interesting Pokemon that I found on Route 2 in the Santalune Forest, but eventually I started catching Pokemon in Route 3. I caught myself an Azurill, who's now normal fairy type, named it Bouncy. I caught a Bunnelby, who I've named Dirt Rabbit. I've also caught myself another Bidoof, and I named it Bucktooth 2. It's a male this time, and Bucktooth 2's pretty much going to be my HM slave since Barbarrel is such a great HM slave. I also caught myself a Pikachu, who I have named Pokemascot. But it's not going to stay a Pikachu. I know it's female because it's got that heart-shaped tail, but it's going to become a Raichu as soon as I get a Thunderstone. I did spend some time on Route 22 though before I went to the Santalune City Gym. While I was grinding on Route 22 to get my Pokemon to a decent level, I found a few more Pokemon I wanted to catch. I found a Litleo, a female Litleo, which I named Themosity. I found a Psyduck, who I've named Psygrain. I've also found a female Riolu, who I've named Aura Woman. It's going to be basically like Aura Man in Pokemon Platinum. It's going to be a special attacker. The physical attacker is going to be the Lucario that I get from Karina later on. There was also a girl in front of Viola's gym who I had to battle before I could get in, and she gave me roller skates as a reward for beating her. Now I can travel pretty fast when on regular terrain. My team of 6 once I faced Viola were Underdog, Pokemascot, Psygrain, Themosity, Aura Woman, and Bucktooth 2. And wow, Underdog was at quite a high level at the time, so he just kind of spectated while his other team members in the party fought. Viola had like 2 Pokemon, Surskit and Vivillon. and I was able to beat 2 even though I had a slightly under-leveled Pikachu taking on Vivillon. Thanks to its static ability and the fact that it's electric type, it was able to beat Vivillon because electric beats flying. But I felt her gym was really creative, as it was all on a spider web, and you had to walk on the threads of the spider web in order to get to her. And of course you'd run into her minions and fight them, which of course they were easy since they were all bug types. Once I defeated Viola, I got the TM for Infestation, which is a bug type move, kind of a trapping move like Fire Spin or Whirlpool, a special bug type attack. I also got a XP share from her sister once I started to go to Route 4. And now it's been upgraded to be like a key item, so whenever you have it on, all your Pokemon get 50% of the experience from fighting certain Pokemon, which really levels up your Pokemon a lot quicker, which is kind of strange. Sometimes I have to turn it on if I just want to focus on one Pokemon at a time, you know. A lot of the NPCs in the games, like 50% of the NPCs might just give you items just like that, just for talking to them, which is kind of strange. I didn't really find any interesting Pokemon on Route 4. The only one I found was like a Ralts, which I caught and named Dressler. It's a male, so it's going to become Gallade. I'll get a Gardevoir once I defeat Diantha and meet her at that one cafe. She gives me the that particular Ralts holding Gardevoir. That's going to be my Gardevoir. Okay? And eventually while I was grinding, I was able to evolve Underdog into Quilladin. And I really don't like how people say that Quilladin has such a bad design. I mean, he looks better than Grovyle. He looks better than Grottle. He looks better than Servine. He looks a lot better than other mid-stage grass starters. Like, he's not even that bad. He's not even that ugly. There's a lot uglier Pokemon out there than Quilladin. And then eventually made to Lumino City, where Professor Sycamore's office is. Well, his research labs. And he gave me a choice of the Kanto starters after I beat all 3 of them in a face-off against him. And I could have gone with Squirtle, because Blastoise is my personal favorite out of the 3 fully evolved starter Pokemon from Kanto, but I decided to go with Charizard instead, just because I want to try out Mega Charizard X. I named my Charizard Blue Menace, because Charizard X turns blue upon Mega Evolution. I also styled up my hair a little bit while I was in Lumino City and made 2 PR videos. The first PR video that I made starred my main man, Underdog, and the second one I made starred Aura Woman. Then I made my way onto Route 5, where I got to battle Tierno, even though he only had a Corphish, and of course I beat him because, yeah, having only one Pokemon on your team is not really a good thing. I found quite a few Pokemon to catch. I caught a Furfrou who I've named Groomy. I don't know if I'm going to use it that often, I might just groom it. I also caught a Skiddo and named it Nasty. That was the only name that was popping at the time. I also found an Abra, which I caught with a Quick Ball named Magic Kid 3 because I have a Kadabra in Pokemon Platinum named Magic Kid, and then an Abra named Magic Kid 2, so Magic Kid 3. Just make it sequential. Then 2 fighting types I found. I found a Scraggy, and Scraggies are a real pain in the ass in horde battles. And I named my Scraggy Thugster, and I found a Pancham and named it Endangerer. Then I made my way to Camphor Town, where I checked out the Shabano Palace, which really there was only like 1 or 2 items in there, nothing really interesting. And then I made my way onto Route 7, but there's a Snorlax blocking the bridge, so I had to make my way to Route 6, which would take me to the Parfum Palace, where I could get the PokeFlute in order to wake up Snorlax. So eventually when I made it to Camphor Town, I decided to make my focus on 3 types of Pokemon: Water, Grass, and Fighting. That's because the next Gym Leader Grant is a Rock type Gym Leader, and those 3 types beat Rock. So I decided to make my team Thugster, Endangerer, Aura Woman, of course I'm going to put in my Grass starter Underdog, Nasty, and Psygrain. Also, before I went on Route 6, I decided to help out this one man with his berry planting farm. So I guess that's where I'm going to be able to produce certain berries that I can use in battle for my Pokemon to hold and heal themselves or weaken certain attacks. You know what I'm saying? Once I made it on to Route 6, I was able to catch 2 more Pokemon. I caught an Incada, who I've named Speed and Shell because of the 2 Pokemon it evolves into. And I also caught a Honedge, who I've named Highlander because that was the only name that was really popping for me at the time. But eventually our woman got so happy that she was on my team that she evolved into a Lucario. And I was like, okay, you're too overpowered, you're going back in the box, because it became Fighting and Steel, and both those types just destroy rocks, so I said, okay, let's have the water types be represented more. So I brought out Bucktooth 2, who is now a B-Barrel. And so far, I'm still kind of working on Route 6 to get to Parfum Palace, which I haven't got to yet. But it's still been quite a journey since I captured a lot of Pokemon, and I've already beaten a gym leader, so I've been playing in Pokemon Me quite a bit, too. Mainly with Underdog and Arwoman, because those 2 are, like, quite favorite Pokemon of mine. And, yeah, it's quite fun, the 3 mini-games that they have. They'll give you Pokepuffs if you beat them. I'd say Pokemon Me is a nice feature. The mini-games are fun, and it shows you really care about your Pokemon, and in turn they become more powerful and better, they gain more experience and stuff like that. I haven't tried the super training though. I'm going to get into that once I really start getting into competitive battling, which will be once I beat the game. So the Pokemon on my team currently are Nasty, Thugster, and Endangerer. They're all at level 17. I've also got Psygrain at level 16, and Bucktooth 2 at level 15. And of course my man Underdog is at level 19. He leveled up quite a lot during our journey, so yeah. My girl Nasty is rocking that Tackle as a regular attack, Leech Seed to recover health, Razor Leaf as a stab move, and possible critical hits, and Tail Whip to weaken the opponent. Thugster's got a Leer to weaken the opponent as well. He's also got the Low Kick for a stab, and weight dependent move, Headbutt for a regular attack, and Fence Attack. Dark type stab move that always hits. Underdog, my man's got the Vine Whip, stab move, Tackle, regular move, Bite, a dark type move, and Rollout. Rollout! That takes on 4 of its weaknesses: Fire, Ice, Bug, and Flying. And he learns Raw right away. He can take on his weaknesses, I'm telling you that. And it gets more powerful every time you use it, even though you're kind of locked into the attack until you miss. Psygrain's got Confusion, Psychic type move, Scratch, normal physical attack, which I should probably get rid of, Tail Whip to weaken the defense even though it's a special attacker, and Water Gun as a stab move. Endangerer's got Tackle and Leer too. I guess most of my Pokemon have those moves. But he's also got Karate Chop as a stab. Yeah! And Work Up to power up his attacks. And finally, Bucktooth 2's got that Tackle to tackle, of course, Tackle. Everyone on my team has Tackle. Water Gun is a stab move. It's also got Defense Curl to boost its defense and also power up Rollout, which continuously hits for more power each time until it misses. So that's it for this PokeVlog. I still have yet to go to the Parfum Palace in order to get that Pokeflute to get rid of the Snorlax, but hopefully this has been a really interesting journey because I've got quite a few Pokemon already and I'm really getting a successful team here. Yeah, my next video is going to be my thoughts and feelings about the latest Smash Bros. Direct for Wii U. Yes, Smash Hype is still here, so yeah. Hope you tune in for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Good. Holy crap!